So how are you today?
I'm great. I just spent the week preparing for my set at Mysteryland tomorrow. About to head up there in probably just under an hour. Hopping on a train and then we're leaving to the festival grounds tomorrow morning from Ian's place.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be there tomorrow too, and I'm looking forward to seeing you. Is this the biggest festival that you've played at to date, or?
In terms of actual bookings, yeah, this is probably the biggest festival I've ever played. I'm playing at Elements in New York City alongside Clapton, Justin J, and a few other really great artists later in August. But up to now, absolutely. I think I did a performance at Burning Man last year, and oh man, it was amazing. So because of that performance, because of how well I think the music that I play live translates into festival settings, I'm really, really excited for the set tomorrow, if not a little nervous.
Would you say that Burning Man was your favorite festival, hands down?
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm sure that people who are in the music scene get sick of hearing about how great a festival it is, but there's really nothing else like it. And probably the pinnacle of my musical experience to date was watching the sunrise as I played at like 6 a.m. It was absolutely magical.
Mm-hmm. Now tell me, how did you get started just with your whole music career?
Oh yeah, so I've been playing music for a long time. I've been playing music for about 10 years now. Mm-hmm. I started writing songs, like acoustics, singer-songwriter songs, like Jack Johnson stuff when I was 13, 14. I played guitar and I tried to sing half-heartedly. But since then I knew I wanted to be involved with music. I loved it. I just wasn't very good at that. And interestingly enough, I've been into dance music since I was a kid. So I don't know why teenage me didn't connect the dots there. But when I went to college, I realized, man, I should really connect. Like, this is the music that I love. This is the music that I make. Like, why not match that up? And that really came to fruition after I saw Pretty Lights at Bonnaroo in 2011. And after I saw that show, I was like, man, that was awesome. And it's just one guy with this, with a set of decks, and he can make such an amazing experience. And I want to do that. And so that's how I started producing.
Okay, now how hard or how easy has it been for you to break into the music scene?
It's been very hard. It's required a lot of patience. Mm-hmm. It's also required a lot of frustration. And I think that's been very good for me. It's been even better for me on a personal level. It's helped develop my patience and sticking through hard times and outside of music as well, because I didn't really get going until last year, the end of 2014, beginning of 2015, and then May of 2015 I did a remix of Smooth Criminal that got a lot of publicity and a lot of plays, and then I was able to do a couple shows and internationally and put out a couple more remixes that did well, and it's kind of a snowball effect. But up until then, man, it was hard times.
Yeah. So what do you think during the past, 4 years, what do you think was like the lowest point, like for you personally?
Whew, that is a loaded question. Personally, man, that's a lot. It's an entire another interview. But we could musically, man. There was a time in 2013 I lived in China, which was an amazing experience. I got to play with some really cool shows over there. But when I got back, there was a time where I was just making music that I really didn't like. And I was working with a really good friend of mine, my best friend to this day. And we were both kind of like, what are we, what happened? We used to love doing this, and now we're just feeling obligated to make this style of music that we're into. And at that point, there was a couple of weeks where I was like, man, am I writing good music? Am I doing what I should be doing? Of course I wasn't writing good music. But I realized that I wasn't really doing what I felt called to do. And I think that realization is like the most gut-wrenching feeling, but it also got me started on the path that I am today.
Mm-hmm. So now, on the other side, what inspires you most, and what would be the highest point, like your highs in your music career so far?
So I can answer the question, I guess, in two ways. what inspires me now is seeing people respond to music, even in, music that's not even what I make. Going to a show that's like I went to see Clapton at Verboten years ago, 2 years ago now, and seeing how people reacted to the music that we made, and seeing how people reacted to other artists that are in that same vibe. Man, that made me really want to go in this direction. That made me really understand how powerful music is as a medium, and that's what keeps me going. The idea that I can have an impact on people as well. Because you never see a sad person dancing. You never see a sad person ruminating. So if you can make a couple people do that every time you play, then that's worth it. In terms of the highest highs, the set at Burning Man was obviously, in terms of live performance, the best feeling I've had as a DJ. As a producer, having my remix of the Jackson 5 record signed to Universal was probably the high point thus far.
Nice. So you said that you did some work on remixing the Jackson 5 music. Are there any artists out there that you would want to collaborate with in the future, or are you working with anybody right now, or have cool projects coming up?
Yeah, I love collaborating with other artists. I think it's a really, really cool way to bring completely new ideas to the table. I've collaborated with a lot of people in the past, and what's happened is they've added elements to the song that I would never have thought of. And I've been able to add the same kind of elements, and so you create this work of art that's completely unique and different than anything that you would have come up with on your own, and anything that they would have come up with on their own. And so I'm trying to work with all of the people in music or producers I'm closest with, just to have this whole list of family productions. Yeah, and so I want to have this is a collab. This is me collaborating with my inner network of closest friends, and kind of have this compilation album. And so I've made a song with Aki before. I made a song with the Jackson 5 one I did with my friend Chris from Sacramento. Did one with two friends of mine from Brazil. I've got one with my friend Kiso in the works. The Golden Pony collab is in the works. I did one with my friend Andrew. I did all sorts of, I forget how many collabs I've done.
Yeah, so who would you say has been your favorite collaboration to date?
Ooh. So I would say one that's still probably underway. I will say that I think my favorite song is, I did a remix for one of my best friends, is Deep Chills. And I did a remix for his single, Blinded. And I guess it's not so much a collab in that we didn't write the song together, but he did the original song and I did the remix of it. And that's probably the favorite thing I've made in my network. I really like how that song turned out. And it's coming out August 1st.
Okay, that's right around the corner. I'm looking forward to hearing it. So let's get into, just your personal, life.
Sure.
Here at Neon Owl, we like to, focus on charities. Is there any charities that you're working on?
Yeah. So my family, on my dad's side, is actually very, very involved with a charity back home in Tennessee called the Elephant Sanctuary. And what the Elephant Sanctuary is it provides as much of a natural habitat for rescued elephants as possible. So these elephants are coming from everywhere, from personal pet collections to circuses to maybe just injured on wildlife reserves in Africa, and they're coming to this place in Tennessee.
In Nashville?
Oh, it's outside of Nashville. It'd be great to have an elephant in the city.
I'm going there next month. I was gonna say, hey, I want to check it out.
You can look it up. I think you can look it up and maybe do a visit. But they bring these what you would call pasture and let them roam free, rehabilitate them, and it's this whole property where not that many people know about it, but where elephants can roam free and feel like they're at home again. And I love elephants. I don't know why I do. I think it's something about them reminds me of human interaction, the fact they have memories, the fact that they are family oriented and they actually seem to show emotions.
So I want to know, what's your favorite food?
Oh man, bacon. Yeah, bacon, specifically tie it into something else. Like if bacon is wrapped around something, it's gonna make the other something
I've seen a
so
YouTube
much
video
better.
last week, bacon cut with like a burger and like cheese left inside it and oozing out.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. Like bacon wrapped meatloaf is pretty awesome as well. I haven't tried, maybe I'll get, I don't know, bacon wrapped french fries, I don't know if that's good.
Now, bacon, do you cook at all, or what's your favorite dish to cook if you do?
I cook primarily bacon involved things. No, I'm just kidding. But actually, I do cook. I love cooking. I've actually taken a few classes in cooking. I mean, nothing extraordinary. I didn't graduate from the Culinary Institute, but I think it's fun. It's very meditative to me. It's got some sort of peaceful quality where you're kind of in your zone making delicious food that you can eat afterwards. So it's arguably better than meditating because there's no eating after meditating.
Right.
But my signature dish is definitely fried chicken. I'm from Tennessee, and so
Hot fried
obviously,
chicken?
yes, obviously, Nashville fried chicken is so much better than any of that bullshit from Texas.
You're gonna have to cook something.
I will absolutely cook some for you.
So you like to cook. What are your other hobbies that you have?
What are my other hobbies? I do yoga at least once a week. But I guess that's more of a, I guess it is a hobby. I play Xbox. I'm a huge FIFA fanatic. I love FIFA. I also play a couple other games, like I play Fallout 4 all the way through 3 times. Well, there are like 3 or 4 different endings, so are you not gonna see what the other endings are? So I guess, yeah, I do like playing video games. It's a good break from creating. I read this amazing comic yesterday by Matthew Inman of Oatmeal, and he said creativity is like breathing, where when you're expressing yourself, you're breathing out, but every now and then you have to breathe back in. And so it helped me realize that if I don't create something, if I don't write something, if it's not perfect, then it's okay, as long as I kind of supplement it with other stuff.
But do you have any hidden talents?
I have any hidden talents? Do I have any hidden talents? No, not really. I think music for a lot of people is a hidden talent. I got lucky enough, that I guess I got lucky enough caught some of them would break. But other than that, I like to run. I consider myself a decently good runner. I used to run competitively in high school. But other than that, I'm not, very good at many sports. I'm pretty average at most things.
Yeah, so now, in the next year, what can we expect from you? Just music-wise, career-wise?
In the next year, man, I've got so much going on in the next year. I feel I'm very excited. So I'm going out to LA to perform at Freedom Fest with the Prophet T-Pain and a couple other really great names. And that's a for charity event as well. And that's the 4th of July weekend in LA. And so at some point between now and Burning Man, I'm hoping to get back to San Francisco as well to kind of do this pre-party, let's get ready to go. We're gonna play some crazy music, do some crazy things. But I have my biggest fan base in San Francisco because of that set at Burning Man. And I'm getting out to Chicago in August, and then I'm hopefully doing a full month in Asia in October.
Oh, wow.
With my friends TK DJs. And that would be a lot of fun.
I bet.
And on the release side, I've got a couple official remixes coming. The next release is July 15th. It's a remix for really great artist, Pretty Sister, out of LA. And after that, it's Blinded that we talked about earlier. And then I've got a bunch of original tracks that waiting on vocals for, or waiting on labels for, or in the works right now. I'm really hoping that 2017 kind of comes in, and all of this stuff comes together.
So a lot of things to look forward to.
Hopefully,
Yeah.
if people are interested.
So tell your fans what's the best way to connect with you on social media.
Alright, I'm all over Snapchat these days. It was a little late to the game, but I love it. And so you can snap me at N2N Music. You can find me on Instagram at N2N Music, Facebook.com/N2N music and SoundCloud.com/N2N music. I keep it very like universal with my links. I'm not on Twitter ever, so don't follow me on Twitter. I don't use it. I think it's stupid. But everywhere else, I'm all over. So hit me up.
Well, thank you for having this interview with us today, and I'm looking forward to seeing you play tomorrow at Mystery Dance.
Sounds awesome. Thank you.